Hey, I'm back. It's Adriana. This is part 2 of my Disneyland trip that me and Mason went to back in October. I hope that you found the first video very informational, and we can just dive right into my favorite rides and my favorite food. So I was gonna do like favorite and least favorite, but honestly, like I wouldn't say that there's any like bad rides at Disneyland. You know what I mean? Like they're all really cool. So like it's kind of shady to throw shade and say like, oh, this ride wasn't the best. You know what I mean? Like it's still fun and cool. And even if it wasn't like the best ride, I still think you should try it out, you know? The only thing I would suggest to not do is, you know, like the teacups or like the little like kid roller coasters. Like that might be a waste of time. If you're an adult, it just might not be cool to you. Let's start with my favorite rides in California Adventure. So there isn't that many rides in California Adventure. The main ones that come to my mind would have to be the Cars ride. This ride is so cool. It has the coolest decorations and structures, and it just looks so real. It feels like you're literally in the Cars movie, and it made me want to watch the Cars movie after. Life-size cars, and it just blasted you off. It's got the cool structures. It's got the butterflies. It makes you go up and down, like you're kind of like going up and down a hill. Honestly, 10 out of 10 would recommend this ride. It was also pretty long wait as well. So with the ride being so good, we went on it a couple times, and the first time I want to say it was about an hour. The second time we went, it was about an hour and a half that we were waiting. So that's probably the longest ride that you're going to be waiting for as well. I want to say my second favorite ride would be the Grizzly River Run. I think it's really refreshing when you're super hot. You go with like a group of people. We didn't know anybody, so it was like super cool, like getting to know everybody on the ride. Kind of like a water slide, it made me feel like. So you go down these like really big, it's kind of like Splash Mountain, but not Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain's like still different. Just this whole ride was really cool because it has like a waterfall that you can go check out. A little like walking area. It made it feel like you were kind of like in nature. So I really appreciated that ride, and I really enjoyed it as well. I want to say my third favorite ride in California Adventure would be the Incredicoaster. So this used to be California Ride-In, I think it was called. I can't remember. It was like, it didn't have a theme to it before. It was just a roller coaster, but they actually redid it to make it the Incredibles themed. It's just a roller coaster, a really cool, fun roller coaster. If you like roller coasters, it does go upside down. It is pretty scary. The first time we went on it, we were front row and I was shitting my pants. It's actually really smooth. I didn't feel as scared as, I don't know, I thought I was gonna be. You're just kind of like the whole time because it's pretty fast. We went on it twice, I think. And then I would say my fourth and probably final, because a lot of California Adventure is just like looking and seeing, and I don't know, there wasn't like a ton of rides in California Adventure, and these are like the main 4 like really popular rides. So my fourth and final, I would say, is the Guardians. Used to be called the Tower of Terror. And they've definitely changed it. I remember Tower of Terror when I went when I was like 8, which is one straight down, and you're all like standing, and it's super scary. I remember the first time I went for the Tower of Terror when I was 8, the line for the ride was so long, and we had fast passes, and we still waited an hour and a half. But this time it was so fast. I think we were probably waiting for half an hour. It was not long at all. So they made it Guardians of the Galaxy themed because Disneyland bought Guardians of the Galaxy. So now Marvel, they technically own Marvel. So they have like a Marvel section, and that's in California Adventure. It's also a really cool part of California that you need to check out. Basically, like you're on the ride and it shoots you up, and then you're kind of like hanging there, and they like have flashes of like the whole cast of Guardians of the Galaxy. Like I don't know what they're doing. I can't remember. It was all a blur, but they're just like dancing or something. And then it goes like, woo! And then it like out of nowhere puts you down, and then it goes up again, down, up, down. So it's not just one down, it's like up, down, up, down. So like make sure you didn't eat beforehand. So now my top favorite rides for Disneyland. My number one favorite ride, and this goes above the Cars ride, this is just my favorite ride in general the whole time, was the new Star Wars ride. So this ride is still really new. It's not the one where you're like shooting. There's two of them. So there's one that you don't need to be in the queue for and you don't need the app for, and that's the one where you're like kind of shooting like pew 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 in like the rocket, and you kind of go as like a team with different people. And then there's the one where you need to be in the queue for, and rightfully so. I feel like everyone wants to go on this ride. It's like a 20-minute ride. It takes you through everything. Honestly, I want to explain it to you, but I have not a clue about Star Wars, so I have no idea what was going on. But it felt like I was in the Star Wars movie. It had different stages to it. First, you're on the ship, then they walk you down, then they start questioning you, and then you're in this car, and then it's kind of like a drop ride at the end, and you don't expect it. The decorations for this and the architecture for this ride is immaculate. They put millions of dollars into this ride. They have had to. It has got to be worth so much money. My second favorite ride in Disneyland would be the Haunted Mansion. And that is because I love Halloween. And they really, apparently Mason said that they really dressed it up for Halloween, especially like the outside, like when you're waiting in line, like they have a bunch of like decorations. They have like Jack Skellington like sitting up on like the arch, I guess, like before you get in. They have like the whole garden area. The house itself is really cool. They have like actors like waving and stuff while you're waiting in line. And then when you get in, like, just, I don't know, apparently Mason said that they really, really go all out for Halloween with this ride. And he said like when he went, you know, even when he was 14, which wasn't that long ago, or 16, I can't remember, they didn't have it as dressed up. So I would suggest to go in Halloween just to see this ride. It's probably like this for Christmas too, because Nightmare Before Christmas is partly Halloween and partly Christmas. But yeah, they have just really, really amazing decoration for inside the ride. My third favorite would be the Indiana Jones ride. This was one of the first rides that we went on when we first got to Disneyland. Oh my god, it is so much fun. You have to check it out. It just takes you through kind of like an Indiana Jones adventure, and then it drops you, and then it's like suspense and stuff like that. So yeah, check it out. It's a lot of fun. My fourth favorite ride would have to be the Pirates of the Caribbean, the classic, just because of the decorations itself. So fun, so cool. You're in the water. It feels like you're in Pirates of the Caribbean. And they have like little hills and stuff where you go down, which is also really fun. So Pirates of the Caribbean is definitely one you should go see, and the line for it was honestly not bad. I think we waited like 20 minutes the first time we went down. I think we went on it 3 times or 2 times, I can't remember. And I think it's because you can put so many people in one boat that like it goes by super fast. My fifth favorite ride would be Splash Mountain. It's fun. We got soaked when we went the second time. The first time, untouched, we were not wet. The second time we went, we were just absolutely soaked. If you want to like cool off, I definitely suggest to go down Splash Mountain. That last, like, it kind of like eases you into it. And I really love like when you're going down and like they have like the singing, I don't even know what like movie this is, but they have like the singing like parrots and like weird gremlin looking things. And everyone's like super happy on the ride. People love it because they love the thrill of the super big drop at the very end. Funny pictures of me going down that ride. I look like I'm like shitting myself. So these aren't on my list because they're just top 5, but I would also suggest the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn is really fun. It's not too scary. It's just like a fun little ride to go on. It's a roller coaster ride. And I would also suggest Space Mountain. Space Mountain is the fastest ride in all of Disneyland. So if you really like fast rides, you should go on that one. It's even faster than the Incredicoaster. You're kind of like You know, the whole time you should see the picture of me with my eyes. I'm like, whoa, it looks like I'm like on drugs or something. Honestly, nothing's like super special about it. It's just like you're kind of like in outer space, I guess. It feels like you're rocketing through outer space because they like turn off the lights and it's like dark. Definitely a fun ride. I think you should still check out if you like roller coasters, that is. I just didn't think there was anything like really like extravagant about it. I never went on a Small World because it was closed, or I never went on Thunder Mountain. So I have no idea about those rides or if they're good. I really was looking forward to Thunder Mountain. A Small World is I just can't wait to go back to Disneyland. Like, talking about all this makes me really want to go again. I think next time though, I want to go to Disney World. That'll be cool because it's so much bigger. They have a lot more rides, and also the water park. That'll be a lot of fun. Let's move on to food. I just wanted to let you know like what I had while I was there and what I suggest and what I don't suggest, and price ranges and stuff as well. So some of the things I had that were like just like snacky were the popcorn and the churros. The popcorn is literally the best popcorn I've ever had. Most the churros are to die for, so I 100% suggest to get a churro. I think I had probably 5 or 6. Some of the sweeter stuff I had was I had a Rice Krispie treat. I don't know, I wouldn't recommend it. The only reason I really got it was because I wanted to take like an Instagrammable photo of me holding it in front of the castle. Would probably have rather gotten like they had like a spooky skull apple that I really wanted to get, but yeah, I didn't grab that one. But oh well, I always have caramel apples every time I go to the fair anyway, so it's nothing special. I had this amazing milkshake. I can't remember any of the places that we went to, what they were called, but honestly, I'm sure if you screenshot this milkshake and show it to one of the employees that's there, they'll point you in the right direction of where to get the milkshake. This milkshake was to die for, and they do every season. They have different like themes of milkshakes. I also had the Dole Whip, which was also amazing as well. Some of like the food that I had this like mac and cheese in like a bowl, mac and cheese in a bowl with like, I think it was like Cheetos on top. Oof, that was so good. It was so creamy. 100% recommend. I got it at the Cars section. It's beside that like giant V. We got chicken Alfredo. It was okay. Wasn't nothing to rant and rave about. Overpriced. We also had Mexican food, which was so good. It tasted like super authentic. It was this cute little like Mexican restaurant, very reasonably priced and very delicious. It was kind of by like, there was like a mariachi band playing. It's kind of by like the Coco, you know, that Disney movie, kind of like a section like that. That's kind of where the Mexican restaurant was. And I think the last meal that we had was, I had like a beef dip, and then yeah, Mason had like a salad. His salad was basic, just basic salad, whatever. My beef dip was okay at best. It wasn't great, wasn't awful. Overpriced again. If you want like good food, I'd probably suggest going and sitting down at a restaurant. We weren't there to spend a lot of money on food anyway, so that wasn't like our main priority. For sweets, again, beignet. Gotta get a beignet. I was just getting a regular beignet. We had like a strawberry beignet, but it was just like powder. It wasn't like strawberry cream filling. We thought it was strawberry cream filling. Don't be fooled. It's just strawberry powder, and you don't even taste the difference. I think that's all the food that we tried. I mean, again, we were only there for 3 days, so we didn't try too much, but I think we tried just the right amount. We just got just what we wanted. I knew I wanted a churro. I was like, gotta get those churros. So that should wrap up my video for today. This is everything that you need to know, your total Disneyland guide. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hit a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe, and we will see you next time. Not quite sure what I'm going to be doing. Mason and I might be going to the circus this weekend because I kind of begged him to go. I've never gone to one before, so I think I might videotape that. So stay tuned. Bye bye. See you next time. Mwah.